means sorting them by size, by color, by weight, and then putting them all in the right cartons. It's an amazing thing to see in operation. In addition, Nomi, who is just an unbelievable human being, is an artist, a sculptor, a creative cook, a talented baker, a wonderful mother and grandmother, and a caterer. She does many things in the area, and she catered the first wedding in Sikkim. So, all this, I just love her for her personality. And more important to me, I call them friends, not just people who are amazing individuals. Every trip I've made to Israel, I've either called them or visited with them. And when I have had special personal JNF events, such as when I dedicated a park up near Jerusalem, Naomi got in the car and drove from here to Jerusalem for an 8-minute ceremony to facility dedication. That's what I call an Israeli, that's what I call a great spirit, and that's what I call a friend. In addition, to the heart of Iran, every time I would call, Naomi would ask me, what am I doing? What's going on with JNF? And I would tell her the latest projects. And when I talked about what we're doing in Beersheba, it was interesting, and I didn't realize that every Wednesday, Jonathan goes to Beersheba to buy merchandise, supplies for his mom and for the house. And when he would finish his trip at Beersheba and his shopping, he would drive over to where the lake is being built by JNF. He wanted to see the lake. And then when he heard about the amphitheater, he would drive over to the amphitheater site to see how the progress is. And he could report to me about what's happening with our project in Israel. And the Pipes Bridge, which we're going to see a little bit later, is something that he would also finish his day with see. Well, that weekend I came down here and spent a great time traveling around the Arabah, meeting with the mayor and him showing me around to some of the places that are just phenomenal, and hopefully you'll see on the next trip, because they're not scheduled for today. When the trip was over, I happened to finish on a Wednesday, and Naomi said she and her son Yuval are going to drive me to the airport at Ben Gurion. I said, you're going to drive me? I'll take a bus or a cab. I mean, you're not going to drive me from here, then you got to come back again. It's crazy. How many hours is it, Naomi? 4 hours each way? 5 hours each way? 10-hour trip to drive me to the airport, up and back. And she says to me, no, we're going to go, we're going to meet Jonathan in Beersheba. This is to be finished with the shopping by the time we get there. So we drive to Beersheba, and we meet him at a store where he just finished shopping. He says, follow me in my car. We get in our car, and the first thing he does is find the lake. And if you've been to the lake in Beersheba, you know it's a dirt road, there's no paved road. He's going over hill and vale trying to get to the lake, He said, now you got to follow me because I want to go to the amphitheater. And we drive around and we go to the amphitheater. And
he running, and we can follow him. He running faster than me.
And finally he says, we got to go to the bridge, the Pipes Bridge. And we go to the Pipes Bridge, he parks the car, and as people are walking across the Pipes Bridge, he and his son are stopping the people walking. Do you like the bridge? What are you thinking about the bridge? Do you know who's responsible for the bridge? You want to take a picture in the sign with the man who's... It was quite a balagan, as they say. And I'm up to the punchline's coming right now. All right. And so he says, let's have a cup of coffee because I'm going back to my home and my wife's going to take me to the airport. Let's have a cup of coffee. So we go over to the nearby coffee shop, and he says to me, he takes a napkin out of the napkin holder, and he puts it on the table. He takes out a pen, and he writes 10000. That's nice. I know what it means. The number's 100,000. What about it? He says, you and your friends from America are doing so much for us. I think it's wrong that we have not participated. I would like to give a commitment of 100,000 shekels to the project of the medical center here in the Arabah. And so that, by the way, you can applaud because to the best of my knowledge, that is the first Israeli who has contributed to an American JNF project in the state of Israel. I couldn't help it. I had to pick up the phone right then and then, call America, call Russell Robinson, because Russell Robinson said you can never raise money from Israelis. You see, you can't do it. We did it. So to Naomi and to Jonathan, heartfelt thanks to you, Toda Rabba B'Shvil Hakol, wonderful friends and wonderful scientists, and we're so proud that you have